What did a fictional character say that stuck with you? Adaptation. 2002. Charlie Kaufman. There was this time in high school. I was watching you out the library window. You were talking to Sarah Marsh. Donald Kaufman. Oh, God. I was so in love with her. Charlie Kaufman. I know. And you were flirting with her. And she was being really sweet to you. Donald Kaufman. I remember that. Charlie Kaufman. Then, when you walked away, she started making fun of you with Kim Canetti. And it was like they were laughing at me. You didn't know at all. You seemed so happy. Donald Kaufman. I knew. I heard them. Charlie Kaufman. How come you looked so happy? Donald Kaufman. I loved Sarah. Charles. It was mine. That love. I owned it. Even Sarah didn't have the right to take it away. I can love whoever I want. Charlie Kaufman. But she thought you were pathetic. Donald Kaufman. That was her business. Not mine. You are what you love. Not what loves you. That's what I decided a long time ago. We accept the love we think we deserve. I think that if I ever have kids, and they are upset, I won't tell them that people are starving in China or anything like that because it wouldn't change the fact that they were upset. And even if somebody else has it much worse, that doesn't really change the fact that you have what you have. Perks of being a wallflower. IDK if I'm a cliché. A boy who idealizes war is perplexed why a war hero wants to retire to become a farmer. He asks the wise warrior why he seems to despise war, and this is his response: there is more honor in a field well plowed than one steeped in blood. Many of the truths we cling to depend largely on your point of view. Ben Kenobi. I survived because the fire inside burned brighter than the fire around me. Joshua Graham. Fallout New Vegas. When Vimes says about his alcoholism, "1 is too many. 2's not enough." That's when I knew that cutting down wouldn't work. I would have to completely stop. Been sober nearly 5 years now. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness. That is life. Jean-Luc Picard. Tomorrow's the day you'll pay the bills. Tomorrow's the day you'll grow up and start acting responsible. But tomorrow never comes for you. Because it's always so conveniently a day away. Susie. Hey Arnold. Had to copy and paste because I forgot the original quote verbatim, but the "tomorrow never comes" part always stuck with me despite me being a massive procrastinator. The hero decides to give their life to save the day. And because of their sacrifice the good guys win. The survivors all cheer. And everybody lives happily ever after. But the hero never gets to see that ending. They'll never know if their sacrifice actually made a difference. They'll never know if the day was really saved. In the end they just have to have faith. Ain't that a Epsilon from Red vs. Blue. I'd trade it all for a little more. C.M. Burns. You can't keep blaming yourself. Just blame yourself once and move on. Homer Simpson. One of the wisest pieces of advice I've ever heard. Burns. Well, everybody knows. War is Honeycutt. Remember, you heard it here last. Hawkeye. War isn't. War is war. And is. And of the two, war is a lot worse. Father Mulcahy. How do you figure that? Hawkeye. Easy. Father. Tell me. Who goes to? Father Mulcahy. Sinners. I believe. Hawkeye. Exactly. There are no innocent bystanders in. But war is chock full of them: little kids, cripples, old ladies. In fact, except for a few of the brass, almost everybody involved is an innocent bystander. You know, it's at times like this, when I'm trapped in an airlock with a man from Beetlejuice, and about to die of asphyxiation in deep space, that I really wish I'd listened to what my mother told me when I was young. Why? What did she tell you? I don't know. I didn't listen. Arthur Dent. I'm a quitter. I come from a long line of quitters. It's amazing I'm here at all. Bernard from Black Books. Some people will always need help. That doesn't mean they're not worth helping. Mira Reed from Game of Thrones. There are no choices. Nothing but a straight line. The illusion comes afterwards. When you ask, why me, and what if? When you look back and see the branches. Like a pruned bonsai tree. Or forked lightning. If you had done something differently, it wouldn't be you. It would be someone else looking back, asking a different set of questions. Max Payne in Max Payne 2. The Fall of Max Payne. We live with dignity. We can't die with it. Doctor. Gregory House. Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so. It's real life. And in real life, you can't always win. Gerald. Hey Arnold. And someday you're going to look around and realize that everybody loves you. But nobody likes you. And that is the loneliest feeling in the world. BoJack Horseman. Get busy living or get busy dying. Andy DeFrence. The Shawshank Redemption, edit. I had mistakenly attributed it to Red. I don't know how many years I got left on this earth, so I'm gonna get real weird with it. Frank Reynolds. It's like those lights in the sky, they all look the same from here, but that doesn't make them less pretty. River Wiles. This is my family. I found it all on my own. It's a little broken but still good. Yeah. Still good. Stitch. A person is smart. People are dumb. Panicky. Dangerous animals. And you know it. Agent K. Men in Black. Be loyal to what matters. Arthur Morgan. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. G-Man. Half-Life series. Everyone always has a story they tell themselves to justify bad decisions. It never matters. You are always alone in your actions. Hawk from Dragon Age 2, edit. Yes, she does say this in Inquisition. I forgot. Thank you. A wise man can learn more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Rush. People like to invent monsters and monstrosities. Then they seem less monstrous themselves. When they get blind drunk. Cheat. Steal. Beat their wives. Starve an old woman. When they kill a trapped fox with an axe or riddle the last existing unicorn with arrows. They like to think that the Bane entering cottages at daybreak is more monstrous than they are. They feel better then. They find it easier to live. Geralt of Riva. The Last Wish. Not everything is a lesson. Sometimes. You just fail. Dwight K. Schrute, edit. 6 years on Reddit and a Dwight quote is what pops my gold cherry. Appropriate. Suckin' at something is the first step being sorta good at something. Jake the dog. You can handle anything for 10 seconds. Kimmy Schmidt. Losing people is a part of life. But that doesn't mean you stop letting them in. Lego Batman. That movie came out shortly after I lost my grandpa. He was one of 2 people I was closest with. When he died, I went through a really rough phase. Ever since I heard that phrase, it stuck with me. Some paraphrase of evil is thinking of people as things. Yes, it gets more complicated, but it starts by thinking of people as things. Granny Weatherwax in I Think. Carpe Jugulum by Terry Pratchett. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. Jack Sparrow, edit. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the gold. First award ever. I'm so happy. What's your exit strategy? Lucille Bluth yelling at her maid for having vacuumed herself into a corner. I haven't vacuumed a room without an exit strategy for years. What is the most important step a man can take? Always the next step. Dalinar : edit. From Oathbringer. Book 3 of the Stormlight Archive. Written by Brandon Sanderson. Confidence. It's the food of the wise man but the liquor of the fool. Vikram the Office. In the beginning the universe was created. This has made a lot of people very angry and been widely regarded as a bad move. Douglas Adams. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, edit. As you, Frothingnome reminds me. It's actually from the restaurant at the end of the universe. The second book in the increasingly inaccurately named Hitchhiker's trilogy. If you want to know what a man's like, judge him on the way he treats his inferiors, not his equals. Sirius Black always really stuck with me because I really think it's pretty solid advice. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Whoever y'all kind people are. The past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. Rafiki. The Lion King. Pride is not the opposite of shame, but its source. True humility is the only antidote to shame. Uncle Iroh. Avatar. The Last Airbender. Knowledge. Like air is vital to life. No one should be denied it. V for Vendetta. And remember, bad times are just times that are bad. Katrina from Animal Crossing. How much can a crown be worth when a crow can dine upon a king? Jaime Lannister. I've lost so many things. My job. My future. Everything that people think is important. But I don't care. For even if I have to dig ditches for the rest of my life, I'll be a ditch digger who once had a wonderful day. Dash. Said by Cornelius Hackle towards the tail end of the Broadway musical, Hello Dolly. This line has always stuck with me because I want to act on stage as a career, which doesn't pay all that well. So many people oppose me. But I want to do what makes me happy. So I continue to pursue it.